Good morning and welcome to 3 Mohr Minutes. We are on day 20 of 21 days on promises, and today we are still in the book of Hebrews, chapter 8, verses 1 through 7. And some quick context: in the previous chapter, they're talking about Melchizedek, the high priest, and equating Jesus' role in heaven to that of a high priestly role like that of Melchizedek. So verse 1 says, "The point of what we are saying is this: we do have such a high priest who sat down at the right hand of the throne of the majesty in heaven, and who serves in the sanctuary, the true tabernacle set up by the Lord, not by man." That right hand position, one of the greatest position of honor, and the heavenly sanctuary, reminding them that God made this, not men. Verse 3, "Every high priest is appointed to offer both gifts and sacrifices, and so it was necessary for this one also to have something to offer." Jesus' gift, his sacrifice, was himself. It wasn't an animal sacrifice. It wasn't a grain offering. It was his life. So his gift, his sacrifice, was sacrificing himself for us. Verse 4, "If he were on earth, he would not be a priest, for there are already men who offer gifts prescribed by the law. They serve at a sanctuary that is a copy and a shadow of what is in heaven. This is why Moses was warned when he was about to build the tabernacle. See to it that you make everything in accordance to the pattern shown you on the mountain." This is a reminder that the earthly sanctuary, as great as it might be, is a copy of the one in heaven, the original. And the Greek word here is actually more like a sketch of the one that is in heaven. So reminding him of where Jesus is serving is the real tabernacle. The one you are at is merely a copy. And then finally in verse 6 and 7, "But the ministry Jesus has received is as superior to theirs as the covenant of which he is a mediator is superior to the old one, and is founded on better promises. For if there had been nothing wrong with the first covenant, no place would have been sought for another." This new covenant, this covenant that Jesus came to establish, was significantly better. And the reason is the previous covenant was good, but it was one that was based on works. When I messed up, I had to go and offer a sacrifice. I had to do this. And all of this was pointing towards Jesus coming. But it was me having to mediate kind of on my own behalf as I would go to the sanctuary and do that. And now Jesus is our mediator. And he is in heaven going on our behalf saying, "I've already paid the price. Here's my sacrifice, my gift." It's this legal picture, this legal setting. And if you've ever hired a lawyer to represent you in court, it's humbling to see how great they are about going around and arguing that legal side. But they're doing it because you're paying them. Most lawyers don't do that for free. Jesus is in heaven mediating on our behalf because he loves us, because he already paid that price. He sacrificed himself and gave that gift so that we could have eternal life. It really is a new and better covenant, and it's a pretty awesome gift.